The score by Nick Martin. Back at the X. New England with control of the ball. On the faceoff. It's long pole Evan Chaletsky coming up with it for 3D New England. He'll hand it off to Will Pasick. Pasick takes the ball into the offensive zone for 3D New England, who leads this game 1-0 over Dallas Select. Dallas Select, an all-stars team from the state of Texas. New England with possession. Owen Rocket has it. Kicks it up top to Tom Schmidt. Nice spin, a shot, sails wide. Shot came off the stick of Will Pasick from the midfield. Keep your eyes on number 62 for New England today, Larson Bidstrup.
Mike Wazowski.
Drive.
8 inches too large for his body.
Select with the ball. They got the clear into the offensive zone. Kyle Frankowitz. Shot and a goal. That one from Frankowitz. And we're square at 1.
Real nice job on the clear there, Dan. The Dallas Select did a nice job getting the ball across midfield, and Mitty did what you want to see your midfielders do. He took it all the way from midfield right into the goal. Nobody picked him up, and he finished.
At the face-off X is Jake Williams for Dallas Select, and Nick Martin for 3D New England. Martin gets the face-off, pushes it forward, scoops it up himself, and gets it into the offensive zone. Up top with the ball, it's Tucker Lemos. New England working the ball inside. Left-handed shot, sails wide. Backed up nicely by Chad Morse.
This game, Dan, is a great example of how big some of these kids are in this in the Rising Stars division. There are some really big kids out on this field.
We're tied at 1. This is the 2013 3D Denver Shootout presented by Easton Lacrosse. I'm Dan Matthews with Todd Walker. Robin Carlin will join us in a few from the sidelines. New England with the ball, tied at 1. There's a turnover, picked up by Dallas.
Nice job riding
and another
the ball.
Turnover by Dallas.
Nice, good, hard, aggressive ride.
Feed inside on the crease. Shot sails high. Standing right on the crease was Nick Martin in that inverted offense for New England.
Yeah, great look by Bids. Find a guy wide open on the crease. He just didn't manage to get the shot on cage.
Morse behind the cage, feeds it out front to Bidstrup. Bidstrup can't maintain control. Dallas will scoop and head the other direction. On the clear for Select is Johnny Daniels, far side for Dallas Select. His pass to Michaelis. I'm not going to be able to give it to you. The refs have it on the field. 15, according to Todd. 15.
Back, full side left,
New England with the ball. We're tied at 1. shot sails wide for New England.
Hey, got ball coming in. Back left, back left.
New England with the ball behind the cage. Bidstrup has it. Bidstrup gives it up, comes around to the front of the cage. Circling near side is Morse.
Cut, full second. 5, 6,
Very patient offense with this Rising Stars group from 3D Select in New England. There's a shot in the goal.
Outside the cage, Dan.
I'm sorry.
5.
Even the broadcasters get fooled periodically.
Good hard shot, though. It's been kind of fun watching these teams this weekend. These better teams in the upper red division are not afraid to shoot.
That shot bounces off the side, stepped into the crease, will go the other direction. Let's go ahead and toss it down to the sidelines of the third member of our team, Robin Carlin. Robin?
Well, guys, I talked to the 3D New England head coach, Mark Goodrich, before the game, and I asked him, Coach, what do your boys need to work on? He said it's really simple, getting ground balls. When they have possession of the ball, they score. He said they also need to play smarter on offense and take their time. When they get themselves in trouble is when they try to force things. Guys, they're also missing their best defensemen, so the defensive unit is working hard. He said getting them rest in between games will be key to them playing great lacrosse. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Robin. Appreciate that. 3D New England, both teams right now turning the ball over. A lot of unforced errors, most recently in offsides, giving the ball back to New England. New England with possession, circling behind the cage. Again, we're all square at one here at the 3D Shootout in Denver, Colorado. I'm Dan Matthews with Todd Walker on color commentary. Tucker Lemos has it, near side, driving the alley. He'll pull it back out and give it to Matt Hahn on attack for New England. Hahn circles it behind the cage for Chad Morse. Morse comes around. Good checks by the Dallas defense. That's Ben Medrano.
Great look.
Forward out front. There's a shot in the goal. Matt Hahn for 3D New England.
That was a great look, Dan. Chad Morse beat the double team in the on the back left side, and found the midi wide open on the back side, and he finished real nice, good hard high shot.
So we'll head back to the X, 2-1, 3D New England with the lead. And a face-off win for New England. That's Tom Schmidt scooping it up. He gives the ball to Bidstrup. Dallas spending a lot of time on the defensive end of the field right now. Not apt to make the coaching staff real happy. They need more possessions. New England doing a good job on the ground balls. Great ball movement for New England. Shot near side, sails over the cage. Great position by goaltender William Trashman. In the second half, we're going to see Mason Moon between the pipes for Dallas. Mason, a rising sophomore. Ball down on the field. There's one of those ground balls that Goodrich was talking about. Got the initial scoop, but Dallas is going to get an offensive possession here. Great clear for Dallas by Kyle Frankowitz. He's got the only goal for Dallas here about midway through the first half. Let's take a look at the format for this tournament. You'll note that we're playing 23-minute running halves. There are no timeouts. We will play an overtime period if tied at the end of regulation. And if necessary, we'll go to a Braveheart. There's been a couple of overtime games in the tournament so far. These two teams pretty evenly matched and have played the best of the best coming into this game. There's a great cause turnover by New England, but unable to scoop up that ground ball, and Select will retain possession. Michael Cox with it, near side, just outside the top of the box. Cox will drive, he's covered by Pasick. There's a shot.
Very nice.
And a goal for Dallas.
Nice job moving the ball around by the Dallas kids there, Dan. Good catch on the backside and a feed across to the attackman, or I'm sorry, to the midi nesting on the backside of the crease where you want to look for that guy on that diagonal pass.
We will do our absolute best to get names right, get as many names mentioned as we can. We found out who was playing in this game just an hour ago. So far, very impressed with both squads, Todd.
Yeah, they're both playing real hard. It probably needs to be noted, Dan, that it's probably around 82 degrees here in Denver, and down on the turf, having played my share of games on artificial surfaces, I'm guessing it's probably close to 110 degrees.
Toasty in Colorado, and on the clear is Danny Healy. He kicks it down to his attack and will retreat back into the defensive zone. Near side for 3D New England. Up to the top. Marked up defensively by Dallas Select. Feed across. Pass a little bit errant, but coming down with it is Nick Martin. Martin will dodge that left alley. Feed it behind the cage. New England will look to play from X. Great defense by Dallas Select, really limiting opportunities. We're going to have a push on that one. We're going to even have a flag thrown on the field.
Yeah, he was okay with the initial loose ball hold, but once he dived on Morse's back, the Zebra's not going to let that go. They're going to give him a 30-second hold.
I need to know who 65 and 98 are, please. Can you write them down? So we've got our first penalty of the game. Dallas with the ball. That's Bidstrup. Bidstrup being looked at by a number of schools at this tournament. They're very high on this young attackman for 3D New England.
Yeah, Morse to Bidstrup on that one, Dan. That's what you like to see, the one pass extra man. That quick and easy, and get your even man back on the field, win the face-off, and come down and do it again.
Frankowitz is going to go to the far side wing. Taking the face-off will be Johnny Daniels for Select. And Nick Martin for New England. We're late in the first half of this semifinal. We will have a running clock for you folks in the second half. Again, 23-minute running halves, a 4-minute overtime period.
Yeah, right now we're looking at about 7-8 minutes left to go in this first half, Dan. And New England is winning the face-off war so far. I believe they're 4-1 on face-offs.
New England with the ball and the lead here in the first half. Nice crossover, return to the right hand, shot sails wide. That shot off the stick of PJ Kelleher.
And again, Dan, I've been really impressed with both levels in this tournament. How hard these kids shoot.
There's a goal from Chad Morse. on the feed from the far side.
Again, little switch on that one. Instead of Morse to Bidstrup, it was Bidstrup to Morse.
We are underway off the face-off. Coming through the box's own Rocket. He's got the ball for 3D New England. Gives the ball to Cam Knowlton. Knowlton far side, left-hand cradle. Great job checking him up by the short stick on that far side. Bidstrup now has the ball for New England. Near side GLE and tosses it back behind the cage to Morse. Looking to spin inside. That was Hahn. Picking up the loose ball is Bidstrup on the near side. He gives it up top to Owen Rocket, who feeds it far side. And down low, it'll be scooped up by New England on the loose ball. That's what they were talking about at the beginning of the game on those loose balls. New England with possession. That was a close call, but it was a good call, and the right call made by our referee.
Yeah, he did step off sides before he got rid of the ball, and the midi jumped back. So that's the right call.
Great communication from New England goaltender Mike Stork. Select with the ball. It's Nash Vergas. Near side left-hand cradle, marked up by Danny Healy defensively.
Nice
Vergas
check.
loses the ball on a great check by Vergas. New England picks up the ball. We're heading the other direction. Joey Redfern for New England. Nice pass, intercepted by Dallas. Taking it to the cage is Tanner Harvey. His shot sails wide. New England on the backup.
Yeah, this New England team, Dan, plays extremely high pressure D. They don't give their attack, the opponent's attack, any room to breathe at all. They're playing extremely hard right from the first whistle.
Great feed from Bidstrup to Nolan. Nolan missed the shot high. I think Bidstrup should have shot that one, Toddy, on a wide open cage.
Yeah, absolutely.
One too many.
Absolutely. He was wide open one-on-one with the goalie from 8 yards. That's when you shoot. But an unselfish play, it's hard to fault him for making that extra pass.
There's a shot. That one sails wide off the stick of Tim Bulens. New England with the ball. Nolan has it up top.
And we're down to about the last 2.5, 3 minutes, Dan.
Great save by the Dallas goaltender. Dallas comes the other way, carrying it across midfield to Reed Salins. He drops it. New England looks to scoop it up and does. That's Tom Stockham. No. Tom Stockham's in the pipes for New England. There's a shot. Nice kick save. Scooping up the loose ball was goaltender William Treichman. Dallas on the clear. There you see that save. Another turnover for Dallas.
Yeah, they weren't really on the same page there, Dan. The goalie did a nice job just to jog the ball across midfield, but the midfielder wasn't really ready to move to get open to accept the pass, and it resulted in an easy turnover for New England.
And an errant pass gives the ball back to Dallas. Treichman's going to carry it up for Select. halftime.
Hey, Drew, drop down.
New England with the ball. Great defense by Select. Really doing a good job and an excellent shot.
Nice finish.
Excellent shot by a mid-strip. I think I know why this kid's being looked at.
Yeah, we're in the last minute of the first half here, Dan. But Bidstrup, he's a nice, good-looking attackman. That was a great high shot finish on that look across the crease, and not hard to see why he's got a lot of coaches sniffing around.
So we'll go back to the X. Not going to have much time left. Robin Carlin has a guest standing by for us at halftime. This faceoff controlled by Dallas. Great faceoff, by the way.
Yeah, that's the first clean win that wasn't a procedure win for Dallas on the faceoff.
And a great job by Jake Williams, and that's going to be the half. Here at Dick's Sporting Goods Park. Going to toss it to her. New England with the halftime lead, and let's go ahead down to Robin for a special guest.
All right, guys, I'm here with Tim Harder, the assistant coach at Brown University. Well, Coach, pretty simple. What made you pick the 3D Shootout in Colorado to scout?
Well, I mean, it's first off, weather's great, unbelievable area to be in, especially at this time of year. And Jamie Monroe has been talking to us all year about his 3D teams, and wanted us to just come out here and check out the development of them. And so far, 3D teams have been great, and actually everyone's been great. It's been great competition, and it's really fun to be able to not only work with these kids. We had a clinic on Friday with them. And, they're just so respectful, so nice, and, they just want to get better and they want to help the game grow. And this was the perfect opportunity to come out here for that.
Talk about the different recruiting process when it comes to an Ivy League college.
Well, I mean, you're seeing now earlier recruiting, and unfortunately the Ivy Leagues are a little bit behind that just because of the academic factor. And, you're not sure how a student is going to progress. Obviously, if they're a very good student as a freshman, you can guess that they're going to do well, but that's what you're doing at the end of the day. You're kind of guessing and trying to predict how their grades are going to be. So we focus really on academics first because you don't want to have a guy who you're not sure whether you can get in, and you don't want to kind of put your eggs in that basket. So it's a little bit difficult, a little bit slower, but it's we're finding great kids, and everybody wants to elevate their education and hopefully move on to a great career. And Brown and the other Ivy Leagues can really offer that.
Coach, what do you got with the cowboy hat there?
Well, it's been really sunny, and
can you put that on for us?
I can. I don't want my head to get sunburned, so I stopped by the awesome Bass Pro Shops yesterday, and it's a nice little 1995 purchase. Hopefully I look good. If not, then I'm just protecting myself. Safety first. Don't want to get any skin cancer or anything like that.
What a good sport. All right, guys, back to you.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Robin. Huge process here, Todd, when you're talking about recruiting, the number of scouts that come out to these different tournaments, and the job that these guys really have all summer long in getting to the recruiting tournaments.
Well, there's obviously a lot of travel. What's impressive to me, I know you and I watched several games yesterday, and the coaches obviously have to get around and see as much as they can in a very full day of lacrosse to try and catch the kids they want to take a look at. So kudos to them for making the efforts and getting out here to look at the kids.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the first half highlights here, and really was a good first half for both squads.
Yeah, good goalie play from the Dallas side. Did a nice job of keeping them in the game, making some nice saves, but a lot of pressure from New England Select and taking a lot of good hard shots, a lot of good close-in shots.
Yeah, that one was a great feed from Bidstrup out top for the goal.
Yeah, here's the one from Morse to Bidstrup across the crease. Very nice.
And a great finish there.
Very nice.
By Matt Hahn for New England. We're about ready for the second half of action. We'll update the halftime stats for you momentarily. Our game clock and score and everything is on now, so we need to figure out something. And we're underway with the second half face-off in this first of two semifinals being covered here at the 3D Shootout in Denver, Colorado. This broadcast is a production of Lax Vision. Lax Vision, the newest entry into live-action lacrosse. This is our maiden voyage here. Let's take a look at those halftime stats.
Yeah, we got the 5-2, obviously halftime score. Shots, big discrepancy, Dan. New England with 21, Dallas with 4. Face-offs again. New England won 5 of the 7 in the first half, but Dallas has won the last 2. 6 saves for the Dallas goalie, none for New England. A lot of those shots were not on cage. 8 turnovers for New England and 9 for Dallas. Well played first half.
Really was a solid piece of action. Again, 23-minute running halves. You should see the game clock right up there in the corner with your score. I am Dan Matthews with Todd Walker. On the sidelines is Robin Carlin, the third member of our broadcasting team here today at the 2013 Denver Shootout. New England with the ball in a 5-2 lead. Feet up top. Goes to Will Pasick. Pasick playing catch up at the top with his buddy Tucker Lemos. Lemos with the shot.
Another
great save.
Another good save.
And that was by the rising goalie, Mason Moon, for Dallas. New England comes up with the ground ball. That shot sails wide. Yeah, that's what I thought. It was really a pass intended for the far side. And it'll be Dallas ball. This group from Dallas, Texas. You got kids really from the 3 major cities in Dallas on this squad, Dallas, Austin, and Houston. And they put together a nice little roster of kids. The game really catching on down in the state of Texas, where high school lacrosse still is not sanctioned, but I would imagine we're not far off from that actually coming to fruition.
Yeah, Texas is in the same boat as a lot of other states, Dan, Arizona, Ohio, where the threshold in order to get the actually get the sport sanctioned, there have to be so many teams that are playing that it's difficult to reach that number. But it's not for lack of trying.
That shot sailed wide and was backed up by New England. It'll be 3D New England's ball. Our other Rising Stars semifinal going on the field behind us. Hopefully maybe we can get a report from Robin on score and a little bit about what's going on in that game in the not too distant future. PJ Kelleher. Kelleher back to Knowlton. New England patient, especially with these substitutions, getting all their personnel onto the field. Ball dropped far side. Great job trying to make the play on it. Force select was Michael Cox.
And a loose ball push on Dallas, and ball go over to New England.
Knowlton with the ball, circling behind the cage. He's got Bidstrup, feeds it up top. That ball's intercepted. Heading the other direction, force select is Michaelis. He gives it up. Shot, big save by New England. Coming the other way for New England is Knowlton. Knowlton feeds it to the middle of the field, down low. That was Bidstrup. Bidstrup didn't have a shot on the turn, so he gave it up wisely. Nice spin move. Looking for Hahn, and Hahn has to chase it down. It rolls out of bounds, and it'll be Dallas ball.
Yeah, that was an obvious pass, Dan. I'm not sure what maybe Matt Hahn was trying to sell it as a shot and be closest to where the ball went out, but the ref was having none of it.
Dallas still looking for the clear. That's going to be nicely scooped up after he was unable to maintain possession of the pass, was Riley Spradlin. Spradlin scoops it up, gets the ball going the other direction for Dallas. There's a pass, sails wide, New England ball.
Yeah, Dallas is really having trouble, Dan, with this really extremely high-pressure D that New England puts on, both on the ride and in the half-field game when it's a settled situation. New England does not give you a chance to rest.
A little bit of cloud cover here at Dick's Sporting Goods Park in Commerce City, Colorado. Again, I'm Dan Matthews with Todd Walker, Robin Carlin on the sidelines. Feed across was intended for Bidstrup, goes out of bounds. It'll be Dallas ball.
If New England has a fault, Dan, it may be that they overpass a little bit. They tend to look for that extra feed that to get the open guy and it looks pretty, but it isn't necessarily the best play at the time.
Dallas with the ball, trailing in this one. Jason Wilhelm had it near side. He gave it up to Larry Blazer. Blazer with it, kicks it up top. Coming near side with the ball for select. Jaden Payne gives it up to Cox. Cox has it. Errant pass scooped up by New England. We're going the other direction. Big shot, sails wide. Tim Bulens for New England. New England with the backup will maintain possession. New England with the ball and the lead. Left-hand cradle near side. It's Tom Schmidt. There's a big save by that sophomore goaltender, Mason Moon.
Another great save by Mason, Dan. That was a great look to the high crease. He was wide open, turned and shot, and Moon handled it.
Moon will start the clear for Dallas. I would tell you folks, pay attention to Mason Moon if you live in the Texas area. Definitely a young up-and-coming goaltender in the state of Texas.
Loose ball push on New England. Dallas will take over.
Feed up top, that's Peter Cordell with the ball. Left side, left-hand cradle, switches right, comes back left. Nicely marked up defensively by Nick Martin for New England. Dallas with the ball. Yet to get on the board here in the second half. Off the stick and out of bounds. It was Reed Salins who turned it over.
A little bit of a loose play there by the Dallas kids, Dan. But I think the high pressure New England D is really having an effect on them.
Yeah, this is game number 6 in just 2 days. We're playing this many games in just a couple of days. The heat and fatigue will really start to take its effect on you. Morse has the ball behind the cage.
Great
up
catch.
Top. A great catch and a nice shot. But Moon comes up huge again. Read it all the way.
Yeah, Dallas goalies are really keeping them in this one, Dan. Moon's made 3 or 4 great saves and several nice saves in the first half.
It's great two-man action for New England. Cox has it for Dallas. Far side, again, 23-minute running halves. Winner of this one will move on to play in the championship. Oh, that was a nice-looking shot. Off the stick of, I think it was Frankowitz. Down low. No, it wasn't Frankowitz. I do not have that young man on my roster, number 15.
That was a good look inside by Cox, and the attackman really had more time than to turn and take a good shot. There's a finish.
Shot and a goal. A great finish by Tanner Harvey for Dallas Select.
Nice job by Tanner moving off the ball. Nice cut across, a little diagonal pass, and good catch and good finish.
Robin has something for us.
Okay.
Seconds, right after the faceoff. New England wins the faceoff. Let's go ahead and toss it down to Robin with an update from our other semifinal.
Well, guys, I had a chance to check in on the other Rising Star semi game between 3D Colorado and Claremont, and 3D Colorado is leading 10-5. So somewhat safe to assume that 3D Colorado will be playing the winner of this game. Thanks, guys.
During that report, we had a New England goal. That one scored by Hahn for New England. Right now, it's looking like we're going to have an all 3D final, 3D Colorado and 3D New England, which is exactly what the organizers of this tournament want to see. The two 3D teams battling it out for the championship.
Yeah.
And we talked with the Claremont coach before that game a little bit, and he was a little bit concerned about his goaltending. So maybe no surprise right now that we've got a 10-5 game on that other field.
Yeah, there's no question that both the 3D teams are very good, and not can't really say that we're honestly surprised to be seeing things going the way they are.
There's a shot. Nice save again by Moon. Moon has been spectacular here in the second half for Dallas Select.
Yeah, whatever ends up happening in this game, Dan, if Dallas comes out on the short end, it's not going to be because of their goaltending.
About time to start thinking about our player of the game, and I'm not so sure you can't give it to a player on the team on the downside because Moon has been spectacular. But I'd also have to say you got to take a good look at Matt Hahn or Larson Bidstrup from the New England side as well.
Yeah, any of those three guys certainly are worthy of being called the player of the game in this one.
Robin will have an interview with our player of the game as well as the winning head coach. There's a big one. That one finished this time by Tim Bullens. New England looks to have this one pretty well at hand right now. That monitor turned off when you guys moved it, so we'll get it back up between games. Back to the X we go. 3D New England with the lead in this one and another face-off win. I'll tell you, Nick Martin has done a tremendous job at the X for New England, and that may be another name we have to consider for our player of the game. Because when you look at that, you can't score if you don't have the ball, and Martin's doing a great job getting him the ball.
No, possession is everything, and Dallas looked like they'd solved the face-off riddle there a little bit at the beginning of the second half, but it's kind of reverted back to all New England all the time in the second half.
I will say, though, but great goal, and a great look, and the goal scored by Larry Blazer for Dallas Select.
Nice job on a quick unsettled situation, the feed up top for the midi, and we have to apologize a little bit, folks. The Dallas team does not have numbers on the front of their jerseys, so it's a little tough to catch who did what until they come off the field and we can see their backs. But good look from the midfielder.
New face-off guy for New England. It's Tom Schmidt taking that one. He's taken a couple of them here today. So, Todd, thoughts about that player of the game coming up?
I'll tell you what, Dan. I'm as an old retired attackman. I've been really impressed with Moon's goalie play in the second half. He's really hung tough and made some really great saves.
So we're going to have a unique situation. We're going to take Mason Moon.
There's another one. And
we'll be making him our player of the game here in this Rising Stars semifinal. And he will join the head coach from 3D New England with Robin Carlin for an interview right after the conclusion of this one. A great job, really, by Mason Moon. And as we head toward the end of this one, about 4 minutes left to go, I'd imagine.
Yeah, we're in the 4 to 5 minute zone here, Dan. We can't see the clock at the moment, but that's my guesstimation.
Stay tuned here on TLN for the rest of the day, as we will have 3 more games for you. We will have an elite semifinal between 3D Colorado and Brady's Bunch coming up. And right after that one, we will have the Rising Stars final, which looks to pair right now two teams from the 3D family.
Yeah, it'll be that semi for the elite division will be interesting. Brady's Bunch has been very impressive, and as has 3D Colorado. That should be an excellent game.
.3D New England with it. Far side, Owen Rocket has it. Feeds it behind the cage. That's Hahn. New England maintaining possession of this one. Hahn standing all alone near side. Working around the cage was Morse. Ball sails out of bounds, backed up by New England. Time and score, please. Feed across. That one's going to go out of bounds. It'll belong to Dallas. Time and score. Four minutes left to go in this one. New England with the 7-4 lead over Dallas Select. Far from over, but Dallas Select's going to have to get the ball moving and moving toward the cage in a big hurry. Tom.
Yeah, time to get on your horsey, and basically every possession is going to have to result in some kind of good shot in order for them to climb back into this one.
8-4. Correction on our score. It's 8-4. 3D New England with the lead. Dallas Select with the ball. Circling the cage, shot sails high. Riley Spradlin with that shot for Dallas Select.
Yeah, nice drive by Riley coming around the cage. The ball just kind of rolled out the top of his stick when he took his shot, though.
We're right above both benches right now, and I would say that looking down at that Dallas bench, they look beat, and they just not really into this one right now, and that's something that the heat, the score, etc. probably all playing a factor.
Yeah, there's no doubt that all these guys are tired, and there's been a lot of lacrosse in 2 days, and I'm tired just watching it. I know they're tired after all the games they played.
I would venture to guess that we have been remiss in wishing all the fathers out there a happy Father's Day on this Father's Day 2013. Hope you are doing something you love to do, whether it's watching lacrosse or hanging out with the family, whatever it is. I kind of got the best of both worlds. I've got a statistician son out here with me, and we'll get to be with the rest of my family tonight, and I am definitely doing what I love to do.
Nothing better than that. We're in the final 2 minutes of the game here, Dan. The officials have signaled that New England needs to keep the ball in the box, which happens in the final 2 if you are the team in the lead. Another good save by Mr. Moon. A nice clear by the Dallas team. Moving it upfield. Again, they really need to press here and try and put some pressure on the New England D to get a couple of quick goals here at the end. The clock is running out quickly. Nice save by the New England goalie and a great clearing pass. And New England lost their head a little bit. Got possession inside the box and brought it out. That's a delay of game penalty, and ball goes over to Dallas.
Dallas with the ball. Time winding down in this contest in the first semifinal that we're covering here today. Stay tuned for Elite semifinal featuring 3D Colorado and Brady's Bunch. That'll be right here on TLN at 12 p.m. Mountain Time. Yep. Time winding down in this one, and that's the game, folks. Your final score, 8-4. 3D New England will move on, and it looks like they are going to be playing 3D Colorado in the championship here at Dick's Sporting Goods Park. Todd, really a nice performance by both teams. When you played 6 games, you're tired. It's time to, some teams might want to fold up shop. Dallas kind of started to look beat about midway through that second half.
Yeah, sometimes in these things, Dan, it comes down to who's got the freshest legs, and certainly New England looked like they had the horses for courses, and coming into this one, Dallas looked maybe a little bit more tired. Both good teams, and just spectacular goalie play from Mr. Moon in the cage for Dallas in the second half. Some great saves, kept them in it when the score could have easily gotten out of hand pretty badly. But impressive New England squad. Kudos to them. They've got a lot of good offensive players, and their D just shut down Dallas's offense.
Yeah, great performance here. They're going to have their traditional handshake here at midfield, and Mason Moon will make his way over to Robin Carlin, as will Coach Goodrich for 3D New England. Mason Moon, our player of the game, in spite of a losing effort, but a tremendous set of play.
Yeah, really, both Dallas goalies did a nice job. in this one. William Trieschman in the first half also made several very nice saves, but Mason Moon in the pipes in the second half, really spectacular game.
About 20 seconds. Yeah, a great effort by both teams. New England with the W here, they'll advance to play 3D Colorado in our Rising Stars Championship game at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, 3 o'clock on the East Coast. Let's toss it down to Robin Carlin and our player of the game, Mason
All right,
Moon.
Mason, well, the score doesn't accurately reflect it today, and even in a loss, we named you the player of the game for a reason. Talk a little bit about your performance today.
Well, I mean, this whole tournament, I kind of just wanted to come out and, play my best because I'm playing a lot of lacrosse this summer, and I want to play college lacrosse, so I just came out here and just tried to make as many saves as I could. And that's all.
What do you feel personally you need to improve upon?
Well, I kind of need to get my hands more quick. I need to be able to move to the ball a little bit faster because shots are getting harder as I get older.
They're a high-powered offense. Talk a little bit about your plan coming into this game for shutting them down.
Well, we knew that their attackmen would be really quick, and so we just tried to play our best, and we're always taught to play close defense and press out, and so we just tried our best, and we made sure we got our slides in early. But, yeah.
All right, well, we're talking to Mason, the player of the game. Good luck to you, Mason.
Thank you.
And now stepping in with Robin Carlin is winning head coach Mark Goodrich for 3D New England.
You ready?
Yeah, sure. Worst ever. I'm yelling.
All right, Coach, talk a little bit about the game. What was your plan going in, and did you execute it?
Yeah, I think we executed the plan going in was ground balls. If we fight to get the ball and work and spend our energy there, then the rest of it comes. We got a lot of talented guys. So my message before the game was, work off the ball, work on the rides, get it back, get it in the hands of the offense, and then patience on offense. Once we work hard to get the ball, if we, value each possession and then take our time with our possessions, we got enough skilled guys across the board. We did some damage with it. I mean, the two guys behind the net, I can't say enough about them, Chad Morris and Larson Bidstrup, just doing their thing back there. I try not to get in their way too much, just keep the middies moving and let them work back there, and they did their thing. And occasionally, I like what Cam Nalting is doing at the midfield. He's able to use attackman. We transferred him to midfield, so he's got really good vision, and he's drawing slides right away every time. So I'm just trying to get him to keep his head up, make good looks, and so yeah, we executed what we wanted to do, which is we worked our tails off on ground balls.
And about your best defensive player, your defensive unit played well today. How do you feel about their performance? I
feel great. I mean, like you said, our best guy's down, so other guys got to step up. We had PJ Keller. He's an attackman in high school, and he's a really good one. And he's playing midfield for us, and he was grabbing the pole, helping out. The kid's just skilled across the board. The other guys, I thought Shaletsky was phenomenal. That kid works his butt off in the midfield. He had tons of ground balls, just works. The rest of the guys are doing a good job talking. That's really important on defense, and everyone's talking and just recovering. Trey doing his thing out there, just getting on ground balls, talking, working within the D. I mean, as long as they communicate, we're good.
Good luck to you, Coach. Back to you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Robin. Big game here in the first semifinal. 3D, New England with the victory over Dallas Select. Coming up next in just about 5 minutes, we'll have 3D Colorado taking on Brady's Fun in our first elite semifinal action. For Robin,